Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here at New Manchester High School in Douglasville, Georgia, for an exciting region matchup tonight between New Manchester and South Paulding. New Manchester coming into this one unbeaten overall and region play. Meanwhile, South Paulding 1-1 in the region standings, and this one would literally come down to the final seconds, as it would be New Manchester jumping out to a 31-14 lead to start the fourth quarter, but South Paulding battling back to get within three, trailing 31-28, less than a minute to go, but Joshua Williams for New Manchester coming up with a big interception to seal the game for New Manchester. Let's check out some of the action.
First quarter, no score. Second possession for South Paulding, and it's a 4th and 8 for the Spartans. And Cade Wigington going to take a shot here towards the end zone, and Isaiah Ford able to come up with the catch with the extra point. South Paulding taking the 7-0 lead. And on the ensuing possession, New Manchester marching right down the field, and they'll cap the drive. Here is Andre Giannopoulos, takes the handoff, and he'll bounce it to the outside, and he'll dive and stretch the ball across the pylon for the score. They fell on the extra point, but New Manchester trailing 7-6. Next Jaguars possession, and it's Delancey Alexander with the flip to Adrian Waterton. Waterton on the sweep, gets through traffic, and then Waterton is off to the races as he scores for the Jaguars. They take a 13-7 lead after the extra point. Second quarter, South Paulding on the move. Wigington looking for Ford once again, but this time the ball bounces out of Ford's hands and into the hands of Tristan Graham as the Jaguars come up with the interception. And on the ensuing possession, third down for the Jaguars. And Alexander with the strike to Jacoby DeJesus, who comes across, and DeJesus keeping his balance as he gets away from the defender and gets into the end zone for the score. With the 2-point conversion, Jaguars on top 21-7. Third quarter, Spartans down 17, threatening to score here in Wigington with the keeper into the pile, and with the second effort, Wigington gets into the end zone for the score. It's a 10-point deficit for the Spartans after the extra point. Fourth quarter, Jags going back up 17 as Larry Horton taking the handoff here, and he's up through there into the end zone for the score. But the Spartans not going away. Here, Wigington connecting with Hayden Howe, setting up a 1st and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line. And then Wigington punching it in, and the Spartans trail by 3, 31-28, with 3 minutes to go in the game. So the Spartans needing something big from their defense. 4th and long here for New Manchester, and Alexander's pass is incomplete, so it's a turnover on downs and a last gasp for the Spartans. So here we go, Wigington back to pass, and Wigington's pass picked off by Joshua Williams. Williams gonna take it the other way, and that's gonna seal the deal for New Manchester as they pick up the win. 31-28 your final as they stay unbeaten. Here's head coach Odin Downs, and his guys gutting this one out.
Well, always great to get a victory. 6-0 is remarkable for our program. When I took over this thing 3 years ago, I was 0-10. All right, so it's been great direction. But we left a lot of points out in the field. Shouldn't even been that close at all. So we got to learn how to finish our opponents when we play guys that can make plays. So that's something we got to work on as we still work on building our culture of excellence here. But we're going in the right direction, and I'm proud of the guys and how they responded and just kept on fighting.
All right, once again, that final score, 31-28. New Manchester picks up the win over South Paulding, improving to 6-0 overall, their first 6-0 start in program history, and 4-0 in the region standings. From New Manchester High School here in Douglasville, Georgia, I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.